Brown owl, brown cow.
Unique New York.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Arsonist had small feet. Jamaica man.
The torch was denied a bank loan.
Hey, I'm Allie Krings out here in northeast Minneapolis. I'm gonna go inside and meet up with the Violet Nines band. They have their EP release coming up later this month, Cloud 9. I'm so excited, so let's learn some more. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with me today. So first things first, why are you named the Violet Nines?
You want to take that, Nick?
I don't. I want Andy to. Thought that was a pretty cool color. I'm a big John Lennon fan, and his favorite number is 9. And I brought that up with the group, and here we are, the Violet Nines.
So when I walked in, your room is dark in here, and you happen to have violet lighting. Is that coincidence, or is this on purpose?
No, that's purely trying to get the. You gotta create the right setting in order to practice, right?
But the color.
All right, Veronica, you answer.
No, come on.
All right, we'll do this all out.
About the color.
The color, you know?
Okay.
I mean, I think the color has something to do with it, where it's like, you know, there's not necessarily some deep meaning behind it, but I think it almost gets at like the sense of our music, where like, you know, it's kind of groovy, it's kind of dancey. It almost has like this feel that Violet sort of gets at.
So how did you guys come together? Who are the original members of the Violet Nines, and how did this thing get started?
Yeah, so we actually kind of came out of a solo project. I had released some music individually and wanted to play it live. So sort of all these guys started as like hired guns, but you know, at each show we'd have the same people keep coming back, and like it felt like it wasn't just Nick Egan anymore, and that's when we became a band.
So I mean, for myself, I remember going to at the time, Nick Egan show back in like the fall of 2016, and I just left college. I was really bummed about not having any way to play, and I thought, man, it'd be awesome if Nick would pick me up, but he's got a trumpet player at this show, like he doesn't really need anything, and we actually worked together and we talked about music way back when, and just came to be that we chatted about it again in February then of 2017. He said, hey, I'm actually going to be at the recording studio this weekend, like, you want to come by and just, you know, play a little saxophone? And he'd never heard me play before, and there's just this kind of like faith and serendipity of, you know, I've never heard this guy play, but like, you can just come by and play, see what happens, and from there's pretty much history. I guess he liked what he heard.
I would say that Ben came to the recording studio that weekend, and I was expecting like, oh, it'd be really nice if he could just like play solid into notes, like all good. And when he started playing, my jaw dropped, and we had to like rewrite different parts of the song to fit him in more, because he was like, he's incredibly talented.
So your expectations were totally blown out of the water.
Yeah, keep them low on purpose with these guys.
Yeah, so I met Nick on a boat actually. So we just had like briefly ran into each other one night and kind of mentioned, you know, in passing, like, oh, you do music? Oh, I kind of dabble a little bit, and that was it. And then probably about a month and a half later, I get a text from a random number, and it's like, hey, this is Nick Egan. Remember me from the boat?
And of course you said no.
I was like, wait, who's that?
Great call.
Any chance you're in town, like tomorrow and Sunday, my band is recording. We need female vocals. I've heard you sing. I think you sound really good on this song. Like, we're kind of in a pinch. Can you help us out? And at that point I was like, oh yeah, sure. Like, listen to the song. I was like, it's a little, you know, I'm not sure how my voice will sound on it, but I recorded it that weekend, and I thought that was end of story. It was kind of just like yeah, I'm helping you out, see ya, it was fun to meet you. But then Nick came calling again, probably 3 to 4 months later, and was like, hey, you should come like jam with us one night. We're like, we want to perform this live. And I was just thinking like, oh yeah, sure, it'd be fun to get like, you know, get in that live music setting again. And then I didn't know this, but this was actually an audition for me.
It's a secret tryout.
And I had no idea. And then on that Saturday, he's like, gave me a call. He's like, you got time to talk? So talked to the guys. We actually like sneakily, that was an audition on Wednesday. We want you if you're in. And I was like, whoa, I had no idea yeah, the rest
So
is
if
history.
we could go back in time, do you wish in that moment that you knew you were going into an audition, or are you glad that you were just kind of out there being yourself?
I kind of like Nick has a sneaky way of like managing things, and it usually works out. Sometimes it fails miserably, but no, I'm glad. It was kind of nice because I didn't feel like it was this like super open, welcoming environment. And yeah, I loved it. It happened, you know.
I thought it was funny when I was trying to ask you, like I felt like she probably thought I was like coming on to her or something, because I was like, actually, can we not just text? I want to call you. I want to talk to you about this over the phone. Yeah.
Very forward. Okay, Ose, how did you get involved in the band?
Yeah, initially I met Nick. We were working together. I was actually an intern back when I was in college. We and some other guy, we kind of jammed at his house, his grandma's house at one time. And we didn't really think anything of it. He was playing some of his Nick Egan stuff. Anyways, fast forward, somebody reaches me on Facebook Messenger and his name's Nick Egan.
Because he won't reply to my texts.
I'm not very good at replying. I was kind of ignoring him, like, who is this guy trying to reach out to me?
So you were the first addition to Nick Egan.
Maybe Andy was, but
Well, we have the original edition. Okay, Andy, what about you? How did you get involved?
So as many people know, I've been playing music with Nick since I was 13, I think. And we started a band in junior high, played throughout high school, and I mean, it was a great time, you know, but I was talking with Nick and even like the guys here, because I had played a couple of shows with them, and I was able to kind of make my way in. After that, here I am.
Later on this month, you were releasing the Cloud9 EP. Why do people have to listen to this?
We're really excited about Cloud9 because it's like one of our first bodies of work that like felt really cohesive end to end. Like there's very much a dreamy theme with like a steady, prominent beat and groove throughout the whole thing. All the songs just really go together, so we're really excited to like share that body of work with everyone.
So you touch on this dreamy feel. Is that why it's Cloud and then 9, the Violet Nines?
Yeah, well, the Cloud9, the song really came to be. I didn't even realize that, you know, like the 9 and the 9s link up. It must have been subconscious or something. But even down to our single, which the Cloud9 single, it's like there's this sort of dreamy Twilight Zone feel.
I think Cloud9 really differs from some of our past work, and I think thematically it's a bit more almost content or whole. Like it's not necessarily, there's not a lot of sadness necessarily in the album, but it's not just happy-go-lucky either. It's kind of sits in this like almost like groovy dream state. I think as we've talked about the the sound of it prior.
Was that Groovy
the right
Dream
direction?
State?
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Groovy Dream State.
Think of your Cloud9. Like, what's your Cloud9? You know, like that's like what I think about.
You know, it's not about what is or talking about necessarily what was, but kind of like in the state of like what could be, and that spans across the songs.
So one thing that people can get excited about with Cloud9 EP release show is that it's actually going to benefit the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. Tell me about why you guys decided to partner up with them for this event.
Anytime you have a platform, you always want to use that for good, and it's like, why not? We're gonna throw this awesome concert on a Friday night at the Fine Line, which is an amazing venue in downtown Minneapolis. Like, why not just add this element of making it a benefit for something that every single person in that room is gonna know someone that's impacted by cancer.
It was so great chatting with you guys, learning a little bit more. I am so excited for the Cloud9 EP release show. You grab all that information below, so hope to see you guys there.